Welcome to Checkmate Geopolitics, where we analyze the strategic moves shaping the global chessboard. I'm Steph, and today we're diving into a volatile standoff, the Thai-Cambodian border conflict, reignited near the ancient Prasat to Muan, Thom temple complex. With dozens killed, thousands displaced, and tensions threatening to spiral, what's driving this clash, and could it escalate further? If you're ready to unpack this geopolitical puzzle, hit the subscribe button, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments. Let's make the first move. In late July 2025, sporadic exchanges of artillery and gunfire erupted across 12 locations along the 817-kilometer Thai-Cambodian border, marking the deadliest confrontation between these Southeast Asian neighbors in over a decade. The spark? A disputed area near the Prasat to Muan Thom temple, where Thai officials reported spotting a Cambodian surveillance drone, followed by Cambodian troops advancing to establish logistical positions. Thailand claims its forces issued verbal warnings before coming under fire, triggering a broader clash. Cambodian rockets and artillery then struck Thailand's Surin and Sisaket provinces, damaging civilian homes, a gas station, a hospital, and public roads. Cambodia, however, accuses Thai troops of initiating the conflict by advancing on the temple and deploying drones, violating prior agreements. In response, Thailand's Royal Air Force deployed F-16 jets for targeted operations, striking 2 Cambodian military positions it claimed were responsible for the attacks. Thai officials described the strikes as precise and proportionate, but Cambodia condemned them as reckless, alleging a public road near a Buddhist shrine was hit, endangering civilians. By July 28, 2025, at least 38 people, mostly civilians, had been killed, with 19 deaths in Thailand and 13 in Cambodia, and over 131,000 Thais and 38,000 Cambodians displaced. Thailand declared martial law in 8 border districts, closed key checkpoints, and recalled its ambassador from Phnom Penh, while Cambodia expelled Thailand's envoy and banned Thai imports. Acting Thai Prime Minister Phumtham Wechayachai warned that the conflict could develop into a larger confrontation, while Cambodian Prime Minister Hun Manet called for a UN Security Council meeting, labeling Thailand's actions a threat to regional peace. Historical roots. A century of contention, the Thai-Cambodian border dispute is a legacy of colonial cartography and nationalist fervor. At its core are ancient Khmer temples, including Prasat, Tham Muan Thom, and Preah Vihear, perched along the Dangrek Mountains, a natural border between Thailand and Cambodia. Built between the 9th and 12th centuries by the Khmer Empire, these Hindu and Buddhist shrines dedicated to deities like Lord Shiva are cultural treasures claimed by both nations as symbols of their heritage. The Khmer Empire's legacy shapes regional identity, with Thailand and Cambodia viewing themselves as its rightful heirs, fueling disputes over these sacred sites. The modern conflict traces to the early 20th century, when France, as Cambodia's colonial ruler, and Siam, modern Thailand, negotiated border treaties. In 1904, they agreed to use the watershed line of the Dangrek Mountains to define the border, placing Preah Vihear on Thailand's side. However, French surveyors issued a 1907 map that deviated, placing Preah Vihear and nearby areas, including Tham Muan Thom in Cambodia. Thailand accepted the map at the time but later argued it was inaccurate, claiming the temples were more accessible from its side. In 1959, Cambodia took the Preah Vihear dispute to the International Court of Justice, ICJ, which ruled in 1962 that the temple belonged to Cambodia, citing Thailand's failure to challenge the 1907 map promptly. The ICJ reaffirmed this in 2013, awarding Cambodia the temple's promontory but leaving surrounding areas, like Muan Thom, unresolved. These ambiguities have fueled periodic clashes. Between 2008 and 2011, skirmishes near Preah Vihear killed 15 to 20 people and displaced thousands, sparked by Cambodia's successful bid to list the temple as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, which Thailand opposed. The Muan Thom complex, 95 miles west, has also been a flashpoint, with both nations patrolling the poorly demarcated area. In February 2025, tensions flared when Cambodian troops reportedly sang their national anthem at Muan Thom, provoking Thai forces. By May, a clash killed a Cambodian soldier, escalating into the July violence. The 2025 escalation, triggers and tensions. July 2025 clashes followed months of simmering disputes. On May 28th, a Cambodian soldier was killed in a skirmish at the Emerald Triangle, a contested border area with Laos. Cambodia accused Thai troops of firing first, while Thailand claimed Cambodian forces initiated the conflict. On July 16th and 23rd, landmine explosions injured 8 Thai soldiers, with Thailand alleging Cambodia planted fresh mines, a charge Cambodia denied, citing leftover mines from past conflicts. These incidents prompted Thailand to close 4 border checkpoints: Chong and Ma, Chong Sangam, Chong Kam, and Chong Si Taku, and the Muan Thom and Ta Krabi temples. Both nations recalled their ambassadors, and Cambodia banned Thai goods, including fuel and produce. The July 24th clash began near Muan Thom, with Thailand alleging Cambodian drones and troops provoked the conflict, while Cambodia claimed Thai soldiers violated agreements by advancing on the temple. Heavy weapons, including BN-21 rocket launchers, were used, with Thai F-16s striking Cambodian targets. The fighting spread to 6 other areas, including Chong Bak and Ta Krabi, causing widespread damage. Social media amplified tensions, with Thai and Cambodian users trading accusations under hashtags like #CambodiaOpenFire and #ThailandOpenFire, reflecting nationalist fervor. Domestic politics. A power play, the conflict is intertwined with domestic politics. In Thailand, Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra, daughter of former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra, was suspended on July 1, 2025, after a leaked phone call with Cambodia's Senate President Hun Sen, where she called him uncle and criticized a Thai general. The leak, orchestrated by Hun Sen, sparked protests and a political crisis, with Thailand's constitutional court considering her dismissal. Thailand's history of 13 military coups since 1932 fuel suspicions that the military may exploit the border crisis to undermine the Shinawatra family's Pheu Thai party, which opposes the military royalist elite. Acting Prime Minister Phumtham Wechia faces a fragile coalition, and the conflict could either consolidate or destabilize his government. In Cambodia, Prime Minister Hun Man-a, who succeeded his father Hun Sen in 2023, governs in his father's shadow. Hun Sen, now Senate President, remains Cambodia's chief power broker. By stoking nationalism over the temples and border, the Hun family aims to bolster Hun Man-a's legitimacy amid economic challenges and rival factions. Cambodia's withdrawal from the Cambodia-Laos-Vietnam Development Triangle in September 2024 was a nationalist move to counter claims of ceding land to Vietnam, echoing sentiments over the lost Mekong Delta. The border clash serves as a rallying cry to unify Cambodians around historical grievances, strategic calculations, and regional dynamics. At Checkmate Geopolitics, we analyze the board, not the players' emotions. The Thai-Cambodian conflict is a strategic chess game with multiple layers. Territorial control. Thailand controls Muan Thom and other disputed sites, giving it a tactical advantage. Cambodia's provocations, like deploying drones or singing anthems, aim to assert claims without direct confrontation. But Thailand's superior military 360,000 active personnel versus Cambodia's smaller forces limits Cambodia's ability to escalate nationalist leverage. Both governments use the dispute to rally domestic support. Cambodia taps into Khmer pride, while Thailand's military may exploit the crisis to weaken civilian leadership. Social media amplifies this, with viral incidents like a Thai man slapping a Cambodian worker, fueling hate. Economic stakes. Tourism, vital to Thailand 12% of GDP and Cambodia 9% of GDP, risks disruption. Both nations have incentives to avoid prolonged conflict, especially near cultural sites like Angkor Wat, untouched by the violence. Regional mediation. ASEAN, bound by its charter to resolve disputes peacefully, has called for de-escalation, backed by China, Japan, and others. China, a major investor in Cambodia's infrastructure, including the Funan Techo Canal, holds significant leverage and may pressure Phnom Penh to avoid destabilizing the region. On July 28, 2025, Thailand and Cambodia agreed to a use-backed ceasefire in Malaysia, effective midnight after 5 days of fighting. However, explosions were reported that morning and both sides remain entrenched, with Cambodia claiming control over Muan Thom and other sites. The ceasefire is fragile, as neither side wants to appear weak on sovereignty. Thailand favors bilateral talks, rejecting ICJ jurisdiction, while Cambodia pushes for international mediation. Risks and outlook. The Thai-Cambodian border dispute is a tinderbox. Unresolved colonial-era boundaries, nationalist rhetoric, and domestic power struggles create a volatile mix. A single incident like the July 23 landmine blast or the February anthem dispute could reignite violence, while a full-scale conflict is unlikely due to Cambodia's military limitations and shared economic interests. Localized skirmishes may persist. The ICJ's rulings have failed to resolve ambiguities, and ASEAN's mediation efforts have historically stalled. As seen in 2011, China's influence could enforce restraint, but only if its investments are threatened. At Checkmate Geopolitics, our goal is to decode the strategic moves behind global flashpoints. The Thai-Cambodian conflict, centered on ancient temples and modern ambitions, is a reminder that borders drawn on maps are never truly silent. As both nations navigate internal and external pressures, the ceasefire offers hope, but the path to lasting peace requires delicate, reciprocal diplomacy, likely off the books to save face. Closing call to action. That's the Thai-Cambodian border conflict dissected on the geopolitical chessboard. If this analysis of strategy, history, and power intrigued you, subscribe to Checkmate Geopolitics and hit the like button to support our mission. Share this video with anyone curious about Southeast Asia's complex dynamics, and tell us in the comments, will the ceasefire hold, or is another clash inevitable? Follow us on X and visit checkmategeopolitics.com for more strategic insights. This is Steph, signing off. Stay sharp and see you in the next analysis.